Yeah, Lindokuhle, good morning and welcome again. Earlier you spoke to the MMC for safety in Joburg, that's Michael Son. But we do know exactly at the time of that fire, 3 firemen died, and there was a lot of issues raised about their lack of resources. Wonder what has been happening in the last month about that.
Well, Brian, indeed, the focal point of all of these investigations and all of these questions that arise are from the incident that took place here at the Bank of Lisbon building is, of course, around those 3 firefighters that lost their lives during the efforts trying to stop the fire at the Bank of Lisbon building. But I am joined, Brian, by Bonginkosi Dlangamandla, who is a fire inspector by profession and, of course, a part of the Mawusa. But Babu Dlangamandla, what I want to understand now is it's been a month since the incident took place. Has there been any improvements on the resources? Has there been any improvement in the fire department in terms of what lacked before?
Morning, everyone. Look, up to so far, the situation still remained the same. Didn't hurt anything from our management in terms of having those resources. Didn't hurt anything up to so far. The status quo remains.
But just explain to us what lacks then from the fire department side. We understand that equipment is one of those, fire engines are one of those, and we understand that they haven't reached out to you in terms of what they are doing. But explain to us the state in terms of the details around what is lacking in the fire department in Johannesburg.
Look, as you can see, this high-rise building that we need a special tool to operate in this type of buildings. Up to so far, City of Johannesburg doesn't have those type of tools that we need in terms of overcoming the situation of the fire in this building. Therefore, that put us in a corner as department to say, if in terms of the fire, what are we going to do in terms of handling those such incidents?
I mean, understanding that we spoke to MMC for public safety, Michael Son, who in fact made it clear to us that they have plans on the pipeline. But has there been any engagement from the leadership in the public safety department in terms of what they will be doing, and have they consulted to you with you about what you need in terms of tackling such fires?
Up to so far, all that we understand is that they are busy with finding out if they can find another supplier, because the first supplier, there was a failure in terms of some regulations that were not met during those times. But up to so far, we understand that they are busy with such situation. So as soon as maybe they are about to finish, maybe they will come back to us, because we're still waiting for the same answers like yourself.
Very importantly, the last one, the morale of the firefighters around the city of Johannesburg. Just take us through that and some of the issues that you are still facing with the firefighters.
Look, the morale is down. It's down as it happens yesterday. Look, this incident is not long happened. I think it's a month that incident happens. Obviously, those flashes still come back to each and every one of us to say how to handle, and then each and everyone will treat this incident in a different manner. We are not the same, so because of that, we are expecting that the city or the Department of EMS must provide the counseling to all the workers, not only firefighters, to everyone that is involved, that were affected through this incident.
Baba Dlangamandla, who is a fire inspector, just taking us through some of the issues that remain after a month since the incident at the Bank of Lisbon building, but more so telling us about the morale of the firefighters in the city of Johannesburg, and saying that it remains low. But of course, raising questions also around the lack of communication between the department heads, between the emergency services management, as well as the firefighters, which I guess is the contributing factor in terms of the low morale that we are seeing. But of course, we will be getting more reaction later on from the unions in terms of their plans. They have been announcing that they will be suing and they'll be taking action, trying to get a head to 10 or to roll against what has happened here. Of course, that's later on, Praden.
Very disappointing.